to the Dynasty Network, TDN, your one source for information, updates, and news for Dynasty International. Welcome to the Dynasty Network. Last week we had a chance to talk about the ETT Factory, the steps involved on what we need to do to help new people hit executive team trainer in record time. We understand the importance of getting that person successful as quickly as possible. Today what we're going to do is hear from some of our top leaders on the importance of attending the Cleveland International Convention. And to go into that, I want to introduce to you a gentleman who's a top leader here in the state of Florida, has built an organization of thousands upon thousands of partners and customers, has literally hit every position in our company in record time. He is truly an incredible individual. We're so thankful and lucky to have a gentleman of his caliber in Dynasty. Please help me welcome to TDN, top producing regional director, President's Club member, Mr. Scott Summers.
Well, thank you, Mr. Max Knowles, for having me here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I get to talk to you about an amazing topic, the Cleveland International, Ohio. We have a major event coming up in September 12th to the 14th, and this event is going to give you everything you need to be successful here in ACN. So here's what I know about the convention. You're going to get the belief that you can do this because you're going to see people just like yourself. You're going to get the belief in the company. You're going to learn from multi-millionaires on how to become successful in this business ACN, but you're also going to get to hear from the co-founders, and you're going to see the vision of where this company is going over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. What's more important than that, guys, it's going to cut your learning curve down by 12 to 18 months, give you everything you need to be successful here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for 3.5 years in ACN, and I've never missed a convention, but I've seen a lot of people that have, and there's usually a few reasons why. Number one, they don't have the money. Number two, they can't get off work, and number three, they have families to take care of. But I've also seen that those same reasons that they can't go to the convention are the same reasons they're doing ACN. And what I don't want you to do, guys, is I don't want you to let the reason you're doing this business be the reason that it stops you from doing this business. Now, let's talk about the cost. You know, a lot of people say, I can't afford to go, and I was in that same boat, to be honest with you. But let's talk about the cost here. It's about $350 to $700 to attend the event. And that's all dependent upon what transportation you decide to take. But now let's look at the return on investment. See, what I know about this business, ladies and gentlemen, is you have to look at it like a business owner. And business owners don't put emotions in business. They look at the return on investment. So if you're an executive team trainer and you do 6 qualified team trainers in the month of September, you just made yourself $1,000. If you happen to do 15, you max it out, you make $3,000. Is it worth a few hundred to make a few thousand? Now, in my opinion, it is. Are you going to make that without going? Absolutely not. But here's what you're also going to get. Guys, we do network marketing to create time freedom so we can do whatever we want to do with our life. We want to build those leaders, but you can't have time freedom unless you build leaders. You can't build leaders unless you go to the international event. Now, what I'm going to tell you real quick is what I got out of my first training. Now, I was in the business for about 2 months, a little under, and I didn't have the money to go. But Senior Vice President Mr. Max Knowles painted such a vision that I can have what I want out of life if I attended that event. So I found the money, and I went. And when I came back, I was the only presenter. I was an executive team leader, and I put in 31 applications with my new organization in the month of March. Made over $4,000 that month, was able to hit team coordinator 6 weeks after my first convention, under 4 months in the business, and my life has totally changed. Now I stand before you as a regional director with thousands upon thousands of customers, business building everywhere. You know, I absolutely love this business, but what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to give it over to somebody in my organization that had success because they went to their first international convention. So without further ado, please help me welcome top producing regional director, President's Club member, Mr. Quadtrine Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Scott Summers, for that introduction, but thank you truly for making sure that I went to my first international event. See, my first international was just about a month after I got started in this business, and I'll tell you what, my business had been moving very slow to that point. But when I was there, I got the training from the top millionaires in the company, from the co-founders of the company, but more importantly, the belief and vision in what ACN was doing. And my conviction when I came back was able to help me start enrolling tons of people in my business, and I've been in momentum ever since. Now, I'll tell you what will happen if you don't go. See, I had some of my leaders today that could make their first international event, and their businesses were very slow moving until they were able to enroll into the following one. And what happened when they came back was their belief and conviction was at an all-time high, and today they've both hit team coordinator and now have been producing great results in this company. So whatever you think it'll cost you to go to ACN's international event, I promise you it'll cost you 10 times that by not going. So I'll see everyone there. Thanks for tuning in to TDN, the Dynasty Network, and we'll see everyone next week.